All right, it's live. Hi, people. Can you see? Wait, you're blocking the camera. Your finger is blocking the camera. Yes? Yay! You text Shannon and make sure that she can hear me. Okay, yeah, call her. Call her and make sure that she can hear us. Actually, I'm going to send a link to make sure that you guys. Who's on the M&L Crew Boxer group? Somebody on the M&L Crew Boxer group in this room? Yes? Can you do me a favor and see if you can click on this link and make sure that you have sound? RJ, I think you're on it too. I'm sorry. The M&L Crew Boxer group, can you just jump on that real quick and make sure that we have sound? Huh?
Do I just hit the
just click the link and take it, it'll take you to YouTube. And make sure YouTube, but I know you can see, but check your sound. Yeah. Oh, your sound! That's awesome! We're broadcasting live! Woo! Okay, cool. All right, let's get started with Summer Beauty School Class 1. So thank you for joining us. First, my name is Romy PR, Director of Mary Kay, and we're going to go through our the door look today. So let's start first with the basics of your waterproof dash out the door look. So if you guys open up your beauty school manuals, okay? So this is class 1 of 5. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go through your graduation requirements, okay? So graduation requirements for summer beauty school. There are 2 ways to graduate from summer beauty school. You can graduate from summer beauty school with your AA degree, okay? Or you can graduate from summer beauty school with your BA degree. So let's talk about your AA degree. Your AA degree is real simple. All you have to do 5 classes, every single one of them, okay? Not miss a class. And you must bring all of the supplies required for that class. Start to finish and actually do the makeover. You can't just hang out in school, okay? So AA requirements for summer beauty school. Okay, so 5 classes, bring all your stuff and participate, okay? Your BA, your bachelor's in summer beauty school, the full graduation starts with you being years of classes, and you must bring a guest for all 5 classes. It could be the same one. You just have a backup, like Nubia brought her daughter today, so that's cool. If you have a daughter sitting at home, or a mom, or a grandma, or whoever, that's totally cool. You will graduate not only with your certificate, because you will get a certificate for your AA degree, but you will also get a gift from your sales director for being a full summer beauty school graduate, okay? So those are your requirements for summer beauty school. Monday night summer beauty school today. Saturday, that means Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Class 1 was this past Saturday. So Saturday is leading the pack. Saturday will start the first class of each week. Okay? So yes. So if you did not come on Saturday and your friend is not here today, let her know she only has Tuesday to make it up. Yes?
I thought Thursday started last week.
They did not. I don't think so. Am I right? Did anybody go on Thursday last week? I don't think they did summer beauty school last week. I believe that I believe so, but I don't think I'm wrong. Yes. Yes. Can you go to Broward if you miss a meeting at Studio P? Sure, as long as you complete all 5 classes. Okay. Yes. Awesome. And your guests, you cannot bring like 2. There's 5 classes. You can't bring 2 guests to dash on the door and now bring one. Yeah. Okay. It has to be a guest for every class. Awesome. With the basics of what's going to happen today for Dash Out the Door Waterproof Look. Hopefully, you all have skincare and foundation on your face. Does anybody not have skincare and foundation? Okay, Eric. All right. Awesome. So if you do not have skincare and foundation, you're going to go ahead and see Erica, who's right here. And Erica's going to help you match foundation. There's a foundation case in the other room. You're going to grab it and bring it over here. Go. I know, but it's over there in the other room, so bring it. So, but you know how to match foundation, so you're going to match all of the people who don't know how to match foundation. Matching will be other. So let's talk about your skincare. Every day that you come in here, you're going to your foundation, because we want to give you in that training. We want you up to foundation, okay? I need pictures. There's a few applicants maker. You're gonna look great, okay? Don't worry. Okay. And then your guests, you do want them to come barefaced, watered down version, because we have a watered down version. So don't worry about like them not knowing how to do this stuff. We're gonna take it easy on them, okay? So who needs foundation? Raise your hand. Who needs foundation? Raise your hand right there. Okay, right here. What color does she look like? Well, let's do a quick matching class, right? You got forgotten. Okay, so in your indicator, there are 3 foundation colors. What are they? Beige, ivory, and bronze. Ivory, beige, or bronze. Okay. In the normal, they are so are the minority in South Florida. Okay. People in South Florida will be beige or bronze. Okay. So the first thing you do when you encounter a new customer is you determine is she ivory, beige, or bronze. And most of the time, the answer if she's Caucasian will be beige, not ivory. Okay. And if she is like dark Latina, American, Indian, or Native American, many times she will be a bronze. Okay. Okay, that's just to give you a guideline. All right, there's 4 exceptions to every rule. All right, so you determine if she's ivory, beige, or bronze. So, okay, so try and determine is she ivory, beige, or bronze? Say hi to YouTube. Beige. She's beige. That's right. And is she light or dark in her? So how many colors are in the beige spectrum? 8. So she's gonna be beige 1 through. Okay, so odds are short. So right there you just narrow it down to 4 colors, you guys, right? Real simple. So what you do is worst case scenario, you have no idea if she's beige 1, 2, 3, or 4. You just stripe test her. And where do you stripe test? On the neck or the chin? Okay, I prefer the neck. I think it's a truer color, but you can do it on the chin too. But the high points of your page, okay? You can also download the foundation matching chart. It is on the Driven or Dare app. And the foundation matching chart is also included in your manual. So, yay! So let's open up our manual. So our foundation matching chart is smack in the middle of your booklet. It looks like this, okay? And this is also on the Dare or Driven app, or if you don't have it, you can ask your sales director for it. And do you see how the names of the foundations are in colors? That is because those colors designate undertones. Look at the chart on the bottom. Look at the legend, the key on the bottom. It says light pink is pink, dark pink is very pink, or red. I call that a red undertone. Yellow is yellow. Olive is a green undertone. Golden orange, and then more shaded in gray. Okay, that's warm brown. It's very rich. Okay, it's a rich, deep undertone. So, who has what undertone? Because obviously we don't look green, you know. So all the questions, all like Marsha or Yashina, you can ask anybody to their undertone. And it undertone is, and again, it's a ball really good at it. The more you do, right? Permanent is what we said, okay? So the question is this, Angelina, you guys can write this down on your undertone chart. You never forget, right? The question is this, when, okay? And there's 3 choices. Do you A, like you get super, do you B, get a little pink and then get tan? Or C, do you tan easily? Florida, some people get really insulted, they're like, oh, I tan. They're just like, oh, I never get sun. I'm like, well, hypothetically, you were to get some sun on your face, and you weren't to use so just imagine. Some of them might give you the answer right as you gave it. Like myself, I'd probably be like, well, I turn really red, but I do tan. Was what? I turn really red. So that's what you need to listen to, those key indicators. So what happens to your skin, Angelina? She gets pink and then tan. So which undertone might that be? She is a pink, okay? A light pink, which is also a cousin to a yellow undertone. The answer when she says I turn slightly pink and then I tan is that she's yellow. If you notice on the chart, yellow and pink are always next to each other. They bleed into each other. Okay, this is a spectrum. Now, she could probably be a beige 1, 2, or 3. Okay, Angelina's probably 2. So let's try beige 2 on her neck and see how that works. But I think it's pretty good. Okay. So if she were to answer, I tan easily, that is a olive undertone. Think of sun-dried olives, they like the sun. And if she answers, I turn red, like real fast, or I turn red, then I tan, but I turn red first, she is a very pink undertone, okay? Does it look good? Yes? The key is that you don't want to see it. If you see it, that's not her color. But if it blends in, that's her color. She's a beige too. Yay! What does happen to your skin? What does happen easily? Do you turn red then you tan? She tans easily. She's a what undertone? Olive. Okay. So she's gonna be in the dark or light spectrum of what color? She's a beige for sure. She's on the light dark spectrum. Dark. Okay. So she's gonna 6 or so. What do you think you guys think she is? 5. I think she's a 6. I'm gonna tell you what. Am I right? I'm a 6. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what she's a 6. Because her nose is red. But what did we just talk about the neck? They're the high point teeth. Don't look at those. You want to look at her neck. You put her neck red. No, she's a true olive. She's a beige 6. Okay. Beige 7 would be her in a darker tone. Like her mama. There's her mama. She's a beige 7. There she is. Okay. So that's matching foundation. African American, Indian category is better to match bronze skin because bronze skin, the undertone is less noticeable. It tends to be more on a gradient from lighter to dark. Okay, so that's pretty simple. And don't be deceived by nationality or ethnicity because, for example, Tanya's a very dark beige. She's not a bronze. Okay? How many of you also are beige, like beige 8 or beige 7? Raise your hand. Okay, Gio's another one you can be easily deceived. You might think she might be a bronze one. She's not. Yeah, okay. So, what's your color? Beige 8 bronze 1, she mixes. Okay, so by the way, this is my personal opinion. Mary Kay, you're out there listening to us. We need an extra color between beige 8 and bronze 1. That color is missing. Yes. That color is missing. Send your feedback. Okay. We need to, ivory. We need to make beige 1 and ivory 8, so there's 8 in each color. And beige bronze, beige 8. So anyway, that's just my rules of bronze. Okay. Yeah. The question is, what tends to happen to you when you get some sun on your face specifically, not your body? The answers are, I tan easily, that's an olive undertone. Second is, I flush pink and then I tan, that's a yellow undertone. Or I turn really red. Either I don't tan or I turn really red and then I tan, but the key is I turn really red, okay? That is a very pink undertone, all right? Hey, let's get started. So everybody has foundation on their face. We did a primer, but I always use foundation primer. We don't use foundation primer at our basic skincare class because we want them to experience what it's like to just use our skincare and how good our skincare is on its own, okay? But hopefully you guys use foundation primer. We're going to talk more about foundation primer in the class on primers, but it is phenomenal. The difference between using foundation primer and not using foundation primer is huge. Primer, where to your foundation. Foundation primer can be used underneath your eyes, okay? So that your foundation and your concealer are nice and even and you don't clog and stuff down there, and you're able to smooth over the pores, so your pores are less pronounced, all right? But let's go right into dash out the door. So this is my beautiful model. Alex, everybody. All right, so let's get started with our dash off the door look. The first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have foundation on your eyes. Did everybody put foundation or concealer on their eyes today? Yes. Okay, so get into the habit that even if you don't have concealer, you're putting foundation on your eyes. It is safe for our foundation eyes. It is a water-based foundation and naturally a different color. So it is normal to have what you would consider dark circles around your eyes. A lot of times they're not dark circles, you guys. It's just that the skin here is so thin that the capillaries show more, veins show more. So it's either blue or tones of red or brown, okay? Depending on your skin tone. And let me tell you a little bit about our foundation is awesome. Our Time-Wise matte liquid foundation is probably what you're using, or maybe you're using Luminous. But our Time-Wise matte liquid foundation, number one, is called Time-Wise because it's what? Anti-aging. That's right. It's anti-aging. Number two, it is a non-comedogenic foundation. You guys can take this stuff. It's a non-comedogenic foundation. That is a fancy word, like clog your pores. Okay. When people are like, does this stuff clog your pores? No, it's not comedogenic. Okay. So say it with me. Ready? Non-comedogenic. Okay, fancy word, all right? Look at your body central. By the way, the new Mary Kay Touch, I had a fight with it last year. I like it because I realized that one of the best things about the new Mary Kay Touch is that search feature. It is so much better before. Any product is there, and the product pops up like that, and you can learn about it. Super cool. Super cool. And like even samples. You're like, oh man, you know how like you can't find your mascara wand. You're like, dang, where's mascara wand? You put it in there. Lash love, like mascara wand, it comes right out, and then you're like, oh, that's my order. Super cool. Okay. Okay, you look it up. All right. So our foundation, non-comedogenic, anti-aging, and the best part about it is buildable coverage. Buildable coverage. Okay. Our foundation, powder finish, it builds layers. Okay. Different kinds of foundations. I'm using cream powder foundation. I look like I have a full face. When I don't usually use cream powder. I use cream powder when I'm in a rush because I need to look like I have full makeup on and it needs to take me 2 seconds. Time-Wise matte liquid foundation or Luminous foundation, it's buildable. So it takes a little bit more time to get this level of coverage, but you can get this level of coverage using the liquid foundation, or you can get a sheer level of coverage by using much less. Scoring a very sheer level of coverage, right? You probably put like a dime size or something like that, or a nickel size on your face, right? So for that foundation to look like quarters of it, so that you quicker look like this. What I love about foundation is that you can put on as much as you need to for the occasion that you need to, and you don't need to buy 3 different kinds of foundation. This is a money saver for your clients, okay? So this is a really great selling point for our foundation. The best way to put on foundation is with a liquid foundation brush. If you haven't tried one, borrow one from your neighbor real fast and just go like this. It feels so good. Okay, it feels so soft. It also will save you money. This saves you product. Because sponges, where do you use a sponge other than your face to do what? Wash dishes. And what does a sponge do? It absorbs. It soaks up water and soap. So sponges soak up your product. So you will lose money when you're using sponges. Sponges also hold moisture, so they breathe bacteria. Okay, like when your dish sponge is really small, you have to like microwave it, right? So hold bacteria. You don't want to be microwaving like stuff in your face. So I really don't recommend using a sponge unless you're going to be using or you're committed to clean and doing all that stuff. Now I do have a beauty blender and I clean that pretty regularly, but I don't use it all over my face. I only use it like over concealer or things like that. But I always use synthetic stuff in my concealers and stuff. Synthetic brushes do not hold, it's not real hair, it's fake hair. It actually extends, use less products, and it gives you a really flawless finish, okay? The next best thing to a sponge are your fingertips, but then you get all messy and things like that. And how do I put on foundation? Obviously for your foundation, you could like smear it on your face if you wanted to, but for most of the time, I will put a dot of foundation on the back of my hand, and I use that as a palette, and then I'm painting, and then, okay? Any questions about foundation?
Down with the hair.
Great. Ladies, foundation. foundation is the one thing that you paint downward. Someone once told me that you should do the shape of a 7. That works too. So you drag it to your hairline and then down and down and down. And why do you paint downward? Because of the hairs on your face. Because if you paint upward, the pelitos, you look at a little porcupine, they stick up. Now, skincare, you all up, okay? Push up because she doesn't like you, okay? She's working on you all day and night, so you need to push up. It makes a difference. I've seen women who have like been taught since they were 15 and they look amazing, okay? So you need to always push up. Your foundation is the only thing that you push down, of course, okay? Yeah, so the shape of a 7, okay? That works well. So you always go down, okay? Now, setting your foundation, we're going to talk about that in a later class, but, you know, honestly, our time-wise, not liquid foundation, you really don't have to set it because it dries so quick. So many of you know this be true. Yeah, we like not so high maintenance, I can't even, but back when I wasn't so high maintenance, when you know, all the time. Cream eyeshadows are like one of the cream eyeshadows and microabrasion or like what cooked me on some Mary Kay. So let's go into cream eyeshadow. So we're going to start with apricot twist, okay? Apricot twist. If you don't have apricot twist, if you brought pale blush or beach blonde, sure, doesn't matter. We're just going to use 2 colors today. Bring apricot because apricot twist is the light color that looks good on all skin tones. My bronze girls, beach blonde tends to have a grayish finish on bronze people, okay? So that's why we did apricot twist. So apricot twist looks good on everyone. Load up your cream eye color / concealer brush with apricot twist. Where did that go? Oh no! Thank you. I swear I got it. Maybe I moved it somewhere. I'm so prepared. Thank you. All right, so this is our Mary Kay cream eye color / concealer brush. Okay, we're gonna split it about this much. Okay, so one of the biggest secrets that people discover in summer beauty school is that you're not using enough products. Okay, so you want to use a good amount of product. Now, the great thing about cream eye colors is typically when you put on eyeshadow, we encourage everybody to use an eye primer because an eye primer will make sure that it sticks to your eye. Cream eyeshadow has the built-in is you're going to, we're going to tilt your face this way, you're going to paint inside going out. Starting from the tear duct, you're going to paint from the inside going out, going to eyebrow. All the way to the eyebrow. Perfect. And then you can either blend with your ring finger, with the brush, but it's a thin layer. You can still see the skin through the layer. That is a basic layer of cream eyeshadow. The cream eye color brush. It looks like a mini foundation brush. Hey, this is not included in our brush set, okay? This is extra. It's an add-on, but it's totally worth it. I love this. You can use this brush for cream eyeshadow or concealer. Now, if you don't have this brush, can you use your fingers? Absolutely. You just go ahead and use your ring finger, okay? Your eye, basically. But start from the inside corner going out. From the inside corner going out. From the tear duct all the way to outside, okay? Until it touches the eyebrow.
Just hold this for 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the charge.
Okay, now this color, just like your foundation, is also buildable. This foundation is so buildable. So we're gonna go back, same eye, and we're gonna touch up. Okay. So now instead of doing a thin layer, oh, there's an outlet right here. I think it's long enough. I need an extension, right? Or you know what? Just oh yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Go back to the same eye we're gonna layer more apricot twist. And where are we gonna layer more? On the ball of the eye, on the center of the eye. This is gonna on the side to the center. So I started on the center of the eye, and I started building the color once again to give her more coverage from the tear duct to the center ball. I'm not really going much into the outer corner, because guess what's gonna go on the outer corner? You got it. I don't wanna make it too creamy, because that's gonna crease. These are crease resistant. They're also water resistant. They're awesome. These things are awesome. Yeah, and they are a primer. They're a built-in primer. So there are times that I don't wanna go through the trouble of doing eye primer. So there's many times that I use only 2 colors on my eye. I do a cream eye color, and then I just do a shadow in the crease, and it looks awesome. Okay. That eye, let's go to the other one. Yeah. No, you're just doing from the tear duct to the center of the eye to the crease. You're just building the color right there. So I'm gonna do the other eye. And again, a product starting from scratch. And I'm gonna go from, is it working?
Yeah. Why is the picture?
Okay, I just got confused. All right, so let's go to the side. And we're gonna go again from the tear duct. And I'm painting the whole eye this time because it's a fresh eye. Okay, and then more going from the tear duct to the center. Sometimes you guys with these cream eyeshadows, it's really good to use a tapping motion, because the tapping motion will get more product on there without having to show the streaks of the brush. Awesome. On to color number 2. How you guys doing? Good? Great. Okay, so I'm looking around the room. That was awesome. Good job. You need more. More! You need more! So check it out. This, I'm gonna do one eye, so I can show you what more looks like. Thank you.
I'm gonna get the spray tomorrow.
I want it to be on a t-shirt. You need more! Open. It is a great color. Look at the difference.
Okay.
Be thick. Yeah. You can actually see the gold. Your skin is darker, so you have to use more. Yeah, exactly. Okay. You need more. More. More, Sandra. More. 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 A little more on the bottom lid. Yeah, on the bottom lid. Good. Got it. More on your bottom lid. Okay, so when you have a hooded eye, it's like your eye has a little cardboard that it ties into. You need a lot more on the bottom lid so that it pops. Okay, so that it pops. Okay. You need more. See. Oh, you don't use that here. All right, awesome. Okay. So let's do brush. I'm using the other side of the brush. So, okay. This one I don't pick up as much color. This one you build it. It's easier to build it than to have to take it off. Okay. How do I do the shape of this? Okay. So the shape of this is in a side. Do you guys remember when you were in 6th grade and you did lesser than, greater than, the little sideways alligators? That's what it is. The sideways alligator, the corner of it is the corner of your eye. The upper part is the crease of your eye, and the lower part is your lash line, where you were gonna put your eyeliner in just a second, okay? Now, let me teach you this one trick, because this is usually what makes a difference. I'm tapping
I'm like tapping to get the color on there, so I get it on there incrementally. I don't want to do like this huge swoosh because then the color gets out of control, okay? And the biggest secret that I can tell you that I see a lot of women do incorrectly is that they're scared that they're gonna look like a clown. And so they put the cut into the crease, so tight into the crease that when they open their eye, you can't see that they have color because their eye hides it. So the trick is, yes, you wanna do it on the crease, but you also wanna go slightly above the crease. Then I'm gonna ring finger and I'm gonna blend the color, okay? I'm just tapping into it so that it sinks into her skin and the lines get softened because you don't want to have a harsh brown line. She has a deep set eye, so we're into her crease. And again, I'm just gonna smudge it out. Yeah. Oh, okay, got it. I'll try to move less. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, open. Okay, do you guys see that? Yeah? And that color is buildable. So once it's dry, depending on the look that I want to achieve, I might go back and add. So the general, the crease in the eye only goes until your pupil. Okay, you don't go all the way in into your tear duct on the crease. You go halfway. If you have a deep set eye is a deep round eye like Margie's. You can go deeper into that crease, okay? If you have not so much of a deep set eye, you typically need about half of your eye without going all the way in. All right, let's do the. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna narrow it. I'm tapping. I like to use a tapping motion, strokes, so that I have complete control of the color. And then I'm tapping into her crease. I'm stopping. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper because she has a deep set eye, but normally I would stop about here, but I'm gonna go up to about here. And again, her crease is down here, but I want to here to make sure. And now with my ring finger, I'm just gonna blend it out to blur the line. I want to have lines showing. One color ends and one color begins. Okay, open. Let's make sure that they match. Okay, now what is the easiest way to correct a mistake with your eyeshadows? Does anybody know the easiest way to correct a mistake with your eyeshadow? Foundation. Foundation is the easiest way to correct a mistake with your eyeshadow. You just take a little bit of foundation and you put it right over. So what I'm gonna do is to make sure that Alex's look is nice and clean. Foundation, and I'm just gonna swipe on the edges of her eyeshadow to make sure there's no like Cleopatra. That's not in anymore. So they're not too extended. Happens with cream eyeshadows, and then it gets far too extended. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of foundation and swipe off. What's your foundation color? 3. Anybody have a beige 3 handy? Yes. Yes. Can I borrow one, please? So check out, we're page 3 right here. Just swiping upwards. To make sure she gets a nice. Beautiful. And if you went too dark with the ice cold, easily clean that. Much more of apricot twist, or you want to lighten it up. So I'm just going to put a little bit more of apricot twist on top of her brow to just lighten up that area. Nice. The other eye, clean it up a little bit. Right there at the crease of her eye and swipe up. And look up.
Awesome. I'm going to take a little bit. About the face. Lighten up right here. Awesome. All right. Okay, since we're on eyes, let's go ahead and move to eyeliner. So everybody go ahead and get out their black eyeliner. Okay, let it drop brown. So I'm gonna suggest that if you typically don't use black, please try it, okay? Please try it, yes, because you think you're a real beauty consultant until you know black eyeliner. It is a risk of being a beauty consultant, okay? You might have a preference to brown. Some of you might even love steely, okay? Steely is a color too. But the hands down is okay. I do wear brown when the occasion calls for it. Sometimes when I'm just not feeling like doing a ton of eyeshadow, you know, like dramatic makeup, I'll wear brown. Our new limited edition gel eyeliner with gold in it. The other half of the gel eyeliner is brown. It's a rich dark brown, so get excited. Okay, we do have a black gel eyeliner as well. You must master using a traditional black pencil. Okay, our eyeliner by far, I think, is the best eyeliner on the market. It is awesome. Have you guys seen that video from Brazil that the girl writes MK on her hands and she practically uses sand, it doesn't come off? It is amazing. So our eyeliner, if you make it after 30 seconds, like it's stuck like chalk. You need to take it off with eye makeup remover. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some eyeliner. Oh, I know I have eyeliner. Okay, so I'm using our mini eyeliner, our eyeliner sample. It's totally good for both eyes, okay? All right, and always when I do eyeliner, I always have my handy dandy eyeliner brush with me in case of emergency, okay? Because if I mess up away with this brush really quickly, and it'll go even in the other hand. Let me do the other eye first. So the secret is to line of the eye. Now, Alex, let's get a front shot of her face. Alex has a downward sloping eye. Many women have a downward sloping eye. Probably half of you in this room. Eye. So when you have a downward sloping eye, do not let it make you hesitate. You let it power you. Like you don't want to do awesome eyeliner. So the trick is that you're gonna start at the corner of the eye. Do with your eye open. So people, do you see she literally has like a tick mark going up on the corner of that eye, okay? You're gonna, yeah, she'll show you. And don't worry, because you guys are gonna be with the video afterwards too. So yeah, so look that way.
I'm a YouTube star.
Yeah, you're a YouTube star. Okay, so it's a vertical line going up, okay? So that it picks her eye up, okay? And then what I do is I start drawing from that line onto the line of her eye. And I like, even when I'm doing subtle eyeliner, I still like to try to get it to go from thickest to thinnest. So I like to thin the line out as I'm getting closer and closer to the inside of her eye. I always do the eyeliner from outside in. That's just my preference. And I will not go all the way into the corner of the eye. That is super dramatic. I will only do that like on New Year's and Halloween, okay? Or like for a super sultry, smoky eye. I'm gonna blend the line of her eyeliner before it even touches her tear duct. That's a normal day of eyeliner for me. That's my preference, okay? Hold on, I need both hands. So I never tug her eye on the corner. I don't wanna stretch, I'm gonna hold her eyebrow. Yes, I will do it from the other side in just a second. This requires focus. So yeah, right here, probably by the second third of her eye, I'm gonna stop right here. And I blended the line into her eye and I'm already just side. And again, I'm not stretching out her eye in the corner. I'm just holding the eyebrow up. That's a really big difference maker into the
the time that your eye has youth. And then I'm taking the eyebrow brush and I'm blending out her eyeliner so it looks like one unit. There's no blotchiness to it. Our eyeliner is so creamy that you can also take this eyeliner brush and dip it into the eyeliner and get some color on there. You can also use the smudger, but the smudger is better in my opinion for powders. It's hair. The smudger is hair. Yeah. It works. It's not, listen, there's a lot of off-label uses for everything, but it does work. Yeah, open. Awesome. Take a look at that. Okay, so check out her eyeliner on that eye. So you guys can see. I'm gonna do this other side now. The other side, okay? So again, I'm gonna draw that tick mark. Okay. Oh, so I'll hold my mic for a second. All right, so I'm gonna do the other tick mark. So again, I'm doing a 90-degree angle per eye. And now I'm gonna start moving that line forward into her eye. My little eyeliner sample's running out, so I'm just gonna use the brush. So again, you can dip the brush into the eyeliner because it's so creamy, you can get color onto it like that. Like a painter's brush. I'm making it thicker on the outside. The line thinner as I move inward. And pretty much that I'm on the inside third, okay, the line is disappearing into her lash line. And I'm not pulling her eye on the side, I'm holding the eyebrow. Awesome. Now I'm gonna same. Hey, yeah, they kind of do. Okay, so I actually did a little bit more eyeliner on the second eye. So I'm just gonna even them out. Open. Close. Open. Awesome. All right, now let's talk about bottom eyeliner for a second, okay? The rule of thumb is you always do eyeliner on which one, top or bottom? Top. That's correct. You always do top eyeliner. That is the number, okay? There are people out there that only do bottom eyeliner, and this is incorrect, okay? Because if you only do bottom eyeliner, it draws attention to the bottom of your eye, and it creates an illusion that you're looking and tired and old. It literally makes you look older. So nobody always must do. And again, my rule of thumb is for everyday makeup, I do not go all the way into the inner corner of the eye. That is very dramatic. So I want you to imagine, okay, manual, look at the cover, okay? Look at the cover of your beauty school manual just for a second so we can do an exercise. So if you look at the logo where it says Summer Beauty School of your manual, look at the word school. And tell me, in your opinion, which letter looks bigger, the C or the O? That is open. They're the same size font. They're technically letters, and the C looks bigger than the O. The C, half of it is missing. It's open, or actually about, like a third of it is missing. The C is just like your eye. Close your eye, but it's going all the way. Look. Bigger to enhance the shape of your eye, to give you an almond shape if you don't have an almond eye. Alex does not have an almond eye. Alex has a round eye for that almond shape, okay? But the only way you get that is if you stick to the almond shape, okay? That's why learning how to do an everyday wing, this is not a crazy wing, this is an everyday wing, it gives her that almond shape that she doesn't naturally have. I don't naturally have an almond shape either. That, okay? In this case, I'm actually not wearing eyeliner today. It's just I have false eyelashes. Those help too. All right, but bottom eyeliner. the rule of thumb for everyday bottom eyeliner is that you do the bottom eyeliner from the outside corner, pupil of your eye. You know, the pupil, right? The color. So you go from outside corner, that's it. You all the way in. Okay? Really, okay? Looking around a really good effort at making it. And then there's a moderate wing, like Alex's, Marge did a great job, okay? Erica did a great job too, that's everyday. Alex, do you use black? No, it's not black eyeliner. Oh, it is black eyeliner, it's too soft. You wanna put like, in fact, the black eye, it looks like Sealy, yeah. So you wanna put like muscle into it. You know, it's in English, this is gonna Spanish so far. Pero ¿quién le está hablando, Fernando? Okay. So have you guys heard the expression?
We went there and that wasn't.
It's good, we're good. Have you guys heard the expression beat your face? Like when somebody compliments your makeup nowadays, they're like, girl, you beat that face, right? Do you know where that comes from? Because you put pressure on your face, you're working the powder, you're working the foundation, you're putting muscle into it. It takes friction to adhere the product to your skin. Okay, that's why they're saying you beat that face. Because blending, how many of you have like blended so good your arm hurts? Yeah. Okay, that's when you know you blended good. Okay, your arm hurts. All right, so makeup is a workout sometimes. Like if you don't put this much, there are days that like you spend so much time putting on your mascara, you're like, my arm is tired. Alright, so you want foundation on. Do you have foundation on, Alex? You do? Okay, great. So for Alex put a really thin layer of foundation on. My preference more, but we're just gonna move on. So let's move on to brush. So everybody go over me. And all you need is a powder brush, okay? You just need a powder brush. My preference with bronzer is I actually like to use the one that I want. It's called the cheek brush. We have 2 brushes in our brush collection. One is the powder brush, which is the big one, and the other one is the cheek brush, which is the small one. I actually like to use the small one. This is just a personal preference, okay? So you're gonna dip the bronzer into the powder, and I'm really getting a lot of powder on there, okay? I'm getting it from all angles. I made a hot mess, and then I'm gonna tap. That is a good thing. Excess is a good thing, okay? Our powders are milled a lot. They're milled 5 times. Our powders are made in Milan, Italy. They're the only products that are made in the US, okay? And we're gonna use bronzer goes, the cheek brush, okay? Bronzer goes from on the well of your jawline. I'm sorry, the well of your underneath your cheekbone. So everybody find their cheekbone. Put your finger is right here. Oh, you have a high cheekbone. Good girl. Okay. All right. So roll your finger down until you find the gap. Okay. So here's her gap. So the bronzer is going to go in your gap. It's not going to go on the bone. It's going to go in the gap. To the front, starting from the ear, I work my way and I'm buffing it into her skin. I'm putting, I would say on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm putting like level 4 pressure, okay? This would be level 5 pressure. This is like level 4 pressure, okay? And this is like level 1 pressure, which is what I see a lot of people doing sometimes, okay? Like level 4 pressure, and I'm working, okay? And I'm working until about where her eye meets her cheek. Like if I were to put a brush right here, this is about where her eye meets her cheek, okay? So, and I'm putting more pressure in the back and less pressure in order to look like it's softening, okay? And then I'm gonna work up to her temple along. Why do I do that? Because I want her to look like she got kissed by the sun. And I also don't want her to look like she just had like a streak of bronzer coming out of her ear. You want it to look natural, okay? And then I'm gonna go right back to where I started. I'm gonna work that powder down into her jawline. This is awesome, especially when you have a round face, okay? And that doesn't mean that you're overweight. Some people just have a naturally round face. Like I've always had a round face. But when you have a round face, your jaw is less. So putting that bronzing powder right there helps define. So it's a really great, it is very slimming, but it's a great trick for
So again, I'm just blending, blending, blending in all places. Looks good. Look at me. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side of her face now. Oh, much better. Yes. Okay. So again, I'm starting at her ear, putting about level 4 pressure, and then I'm softening up the pressure as I get that eye starts, and then I work the powder into her temple, through the hairline, going up until the powder. Okay, I'm blending it a lot because bronzer is one of those things that you really don't want it to look cakey. And then I'm going into her jawline, right underneath the jawline, and blending a lot there to give her a more pronounced jawline. And I'm just blending, 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 making sure she looks really good. I'm gonna use lots of different motions to get that powder to stick on, circular, back and forth, doesn't matter. All right, and I'm gonna, she's even. I put more color on it, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna put some more here. And then hold, you can pinch your brush like that, and that helps define the line by giving her a straighter, more pronounced line. Now, if you mess up with powder, does anybody know what the magic eraser for powder is? Translucent powder, products, okay? But Mary Kay great, like if you put too much product on. If you put far too much product on to help you with translucent powder, just put foundation on, okay? We're not gonna really go into contouring today, but we have a couple of minutes. So I'm just gonna teach you some really basics of contouring with my offer here. So with the excess powder, because we're not doing a contouring class today, just with the excess powder that's on the brush, I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer on the bottom of her nose. Okay, this helps give her a rounded shape to her nose. And then I'm just gonna very lightly dust the sides of her nose and the other side of her nose. This kind of helps to bring her nose in. She's got a beautiful shape to her nose. And then I'm gonna put, with whatever foundation is left on my brush, a little bit into the cap, just a little bit. I'm just gonna put a little the bridge of her nose to her forehead. Just a little bit. Here we go. Okay. The other thing you want to do is powder brushes too. You can take a brush, like a regular brush. I'm dusting like ever so little bit of bronzer on there, and you do a little line right here to cut off the tip of her nose to give her more of a shape to her nose. It's very slight. You might not even be able to tell the difference between what I did and what I didn't do, but I promise you, if we had a before and after picture, which we forgot to take, it would make a big difference. This is a smudger brush, but you can use any brush. Okay. I see it. Isn't that cool? She's mascara. Okay. So mascara. Go ahead and pull out your waterproof mascara. Hopefully you brought waterproof so you can try it today. This is a waterproof look after all. By the way, this look, other than the bronzer, pretty much all of it is waterproof or at least really highly water resistant. I've worn this look to the beach. I've gone in the water with it, and honestly, as long as you don't touch your face, it stays on. It's a really good job of staying on. You're like, if you smear your face, obviously you're in trouble. But if you don't touch your face, it does a really good job of staying on. Our waterproof mascara is waterproof for real, okay? Do not mess with this mascara. It is like legit. So the only way you can take this off is eye makeup remover for sure. Okay, so secrets to mascara. All right, so I'm gonna start applying her mascara. I like to divide, look at my shoulder, by the way. If you're ever putting mascara on someone, tell them to look at your shoulder. I like to divide, oh, don't die. I like to divide the eye into 3 sections: the inner corner, the middle, and the outer corner. Okay, take a breather. Okay, we're just gonna talk. So I have the inner corner, the middle and the outer corner. And I like to give several brushes of the mascara to each edge of the eye, the inner, the middle, and the outer, okay? The final finish, look at my shoulders. The final finish is once I'm done coating the eye with enough mascara, I'm gonna give it quite a few coats on the outer, outer lashes, okay? I try and get those outer lashes really well coated with the mascara because we tend to miss those. They're neglected because the mascara brush is horizontal, okay? And I sweep them off to the sides. I sweep them to the sides of your face, following your hairline. So most women put their mascara on by doing vertical strokes, okay? But when you do vertical strokes and then you sweep to the sides, you get a much better finish to your mascara. It fans out your lashes. Makes a much more dramatic effect to your lashes. Makes them look fuller, more winged out. It's really awesome. Look down a little bit. There we go. And if you're gonna use a lash curler, you must use a lash curler before putting on mascara. If you use a lash curler at the end, it can be very painful. No, I'm serious. Your mascara will stick, and that really hurts. Mascara as eyeliner. It's okay. Mascara is the same as eyeliner. Top and the bottom is optional, but never to the bottom on its own, okay? Now, I did get a little bit on Alex's face, okay? And we're not gonna touch it. We're gonna let it sit there. Whenever you get mascara on your face, it doesn't really sink into your skin that much. So then look down. So then you can just flake it off when you're done. Okay, so again, I'm coating her lashes. I'm focusing on the outer corner, the middle, chin. Open your eyes slightly. Okay. And again, I'm out to the side. It's your corner. That's I can even use the tip of the mascara and just get really in there and fan it out. Awesome. Okay, look up. Beautiful. Okay, and then we're gonna do some lip gloss. So go ahead and put the lip gloss on as your finisher. Oh, here, Alex, you try.
She sees me as really well.
Machine put extra love into that mascara.
Do it, Adriana. Do it. Yeah. Got it.
All right, let's do some lip gloss. So I'm gonna lay on her. Her look is finished. Yeah, any residue of, I always clean it off with a powder brush. Oh, and we left that little bit of mascara on her face, which is now dry. So I'm just gonna literally take the foundation brush and just go over it, and it'll come right off. And there we go. Oh, it's gone. Beautiful. Awesome. All right. Okay, who else is done? Yay! Awesome.
Yeah, well, it's very cool. So, what? If you okay, so the whole mascara, parties, our mascara has vitamin E in it, and if you want to take a gander at what vitamin E helps your lashes do, bro. So if you use our mascara long enough, you will experience some growth in your lashes. I can definitely vouch for that. I have. After 4 years of using it. Okay. Also, again, it doesn't stick to your skin. That sticks on your skin. You wait for it to dry. You flick it off. Our lip glosses. Our lip glosses are called Nourishine because they're nourishing for your lips. They're actually made with similar ingredients to our lip balm. So even if your lips are chapped. Okay, question over here. Yeah. All of our mascaras have vitamin E in them. Other questions about other products? Awesome. For we today. And sometimes our bronzer.
I still have one.
Yeah.
Last one shipment.
The difference is the pigment, the tone, the color, one is darker than the other. Yeah. I use both. It just depends on the look that I'm going for. Yeah, it does. They have the same ingredients as the balm. They're very nourishing. They're made with vanilla extract. And they're not sticky. I love our lip glosses. They're awesome. All of our powders are made in Milan, Italy. Anything that's a powder in Mary Kay. Translucent powder, eyeshadow, foundation, bronzer. So, excuse me. If you actually can you pop this bronzer out of the compact? If you pump any eyeshadow or product, oh man, it doesn't say here on our it's on the cartridge. It'll say like made in Milan, Italy. It's really good. Okay, no? You guys mastered your dash on the door waterproof look? Yes? So let's make sure that we covered everything that's in the manual. I think we did. Yes. Awesome. All right, girls. We're done for tonight. I'll see you next class.